Hey guys, we're going to talk about backlinks so powerful that they're not just backlinks, they're actually full-scale websites that promote you and capture leads and contact them on your behalf. So they're backlinks that get people to visit you, get people to join our newsletters, which are your newsletters, and contact them to get them to come to your website. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in, we can create websites that pitch you, that promote you, that make you look good, give you a lot of clout. And that's better than traditional backlinks. And the result is you're going to get huge. So for instance, we took the third largest dispatcher in the nation and we made thousands of websites for them. And over the course of years, see, back in 2015, we grew them from scratch, and that was good. But over this past year and a half, we've really perfected our technique and driven the results up. A little bit of insights and some help, and they're able to climb hard and fast. So I want to point out that today with other projects, we started a bunch of projects in early 2019, about halfway through, week 30, and we drove them up so fast in less than a year and a half. They got as far along in less than a year and a half as about here. Okay, this is about where this thing's sitting right now. So what did take about 5 years took about a year and a half in 2019 and 20. And by now, if we stop and replicate, but using our current standards, then we're going to get this done in about 6 months. Okay, 3 to 6 months. So what does it mean for anybody out there who's struggling to get traffic or enough traffic to your website? I'm going to walk you through that presentation right now. So we're going to switch to the presentation. I'm going to go ahead and put this in presentation mode. And I'm just going to start walking through what this means. So we're going to use two systems. One is extreme backlinks, which really means these, let's call them super affiliate websites. Okay, backlinks so powerful that they're entire websites that promote you. Okay, but they're run by robots. In other words, no humans actually there doing the work. So even though the websites are being kept up and kept powerful and constantly promoting you, you're not paying commission to anyone. Okay, they are robots. They don't need commission to work perfectly on your behalf. Okay, so we have that. The other thing we're going to do, auto-identify leads. So anybody coming not just to your website personally, but they stop the backlinking websites and maybe they meander off without filling in forms, we're going to look up who a number of them are and we're going to reach out to them and recommend you, but from the super affiliate website behalf. So it's a partner website that is asking them, hey, if they're in the market for whatever it is you offer, if they're looking for whatever it is you offer, they like to recommend you as one of the excellent choices, and here's why. So that can be a very simple little email sent to anybody who gets as far as the backlinking websites, these super affiliate websites, but doesn't continue on to you. How's that for cool? Now, another point I want to make is aside from just capturing the leads and also representing you and driving traffic to you, they backlink you. That means that there are links to your website in the pages of the affiliate websites, just in the paragraphs here and there on different pages. And what that will do is force the rank of your websites. Okay, so we are going to use these two explosive processes to build a huge list and get sales for you faster than ever before. Okay, that's the introduction. Go ahead and get yourself some coffee or whatever you'd like to settle in, and we'll start the presentation next. Okay, we're going to go ahead and step into this presentation. So again, what are we going to do? We're going to talk about using extreme backlinks and the auto-identification of leads that we can contact instantly through the backlinks. Okay, even if they don't come to your website. And we're going to use those two explosive processes to help you build a huge list and get you sales faster than ever before. So let's start at the beginning and walk our way forward. So these backlinks, as powerful as they are, they're going to promote your website directly. They're going to add their own visitors to your new email list. That means visitors who don't even make it to your website. Maybe they land on one of the super affiliate sites and then they meander off. We're going to try to capture them. We're going to capture a portion of them and we're going to add them into your new email list. Okay. Now these websites are also going to self-refresh. That's what Google wants to see, is that people attend to them on the back end. Okay. And even these websites where the visitors come and go, we're going to instantly email them on your behalf to let them know, remind them to come visit you. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's just kind of walk through some of this. In 2020, we created the strongest publicly accessible backlinking network in the nation. We tested it by selecting 700 websites spread across 80 industries in different major cities across the USA. Those websites started with very low rank and therefore very little free traffic from Google. So we backlinked all of them. We did it our way using our system. And the results? Their domain authority and page authority scores shot up on Moz. For those of you that are savvy enough to understand that, that means measuring the strength of websites to rank. Okay, so at Moz.com, you can download a free toolbar. You can install it in your browser. You can check the domain authority and the page authority on your own website, see where you stand. Okay, it's free. All right, so when you watch that authority shoot up in the air, that is a measurement of the power of your website that is invisible to the naked eye. It's good to know that number, and it's good to make it grow. You make more money as you make it grow. Okay, their keyword rankings also shot up, and we used 2 different services to verify it. So we had 2 third parties independently verify, and that's SpyFu from SpyFu.com and Nightwatch from Nightwatch.io. Okay, so they use different sources to aggregate the information, so we were able to cross-layer and verify that the results are clean. Okay, and these websites suddenly outranked multiple competitors of their own competitors who were outranking them. They started to overrank or outrank those competitors. Many of these guys went even from page 4 to page 1. We picked guys from page 3, 4, 5, and we started driving them up. Okay, and we did this to prove our point. And many of these guys started to get a lot more traffic. Okay, so I just want to point that out. Now, we did it for the lowest apples to apples cost offered by any of our competitors, as you'll see later. Okay, how can we do that? Well, we automated everything about the process. Most of the time, if you're paying a service that backlinks you, there's a great deal of manual work being done that isn't necessary. But because they're doing it manually, you're having to pay them for the time. And because you're paying them literally for many, many man hours rather than just a few to handle the project, then of course they have to be expensive. I mean, you're paying them for the man hours, so that's expensive. We automated everything that does not have to be done manually. That way, those things are done fast, efficiently, they're controlled quickly, they're error-free, basically, because, robots don't make mistakes that people make. We make better backlinks than the industry offers. I'll show you that later, you'll understand. We'll just walk through why. And we have a secret sauce that gives our clients an unfair advantage. We'll be covering that in this presentation as well. So how important is this? Well, the backlinking industry is a $60 billion annual industry in the US alone. The rest of the world adds up to much more. Why so serious? Because backlinks represent about 85% of how websites rank for keywords. There's a ton of money in getting your website to show up on the front page of Google, and backlinks are the most important part of getting paid. 2020 versus 2021 change. I want to get back to our system for a minute. By October of 2020, we started to test a new dimension. That's contacting leads who visit any of the backlinking sites. This is huge because the people visiting your backlinks who don't continue onto your website are lost leads. But capturing them and contacting them, hey, that gives you 10 to 40 times as many leads automatically. In other words, we're just plugging a hole that was always there with a huge leak. Okay? And most people don't ever do that. No backlinking service focuses on that. They create backlinks to try getting people to visit your website. And a lot more people visit those pages than click through to your website, but they don't deal with that. And we're doing that. Come October 2020, we got very serious about it. Okay, so before we continue, a quick word about me. Okay, hi, I'm Dave Bennett. I created the most powerful backlinking system in the nation with my team. There's several of us working together, pulled it off, couldn't have done it without them. 12 years of website marketing expertise. We've had the same crew, most of the same people working for as long as that. We're really obsessed with what we do because we're extremely good at it, and it's just been improving by leaps and bounds every passing year. Anybody who follows us knows that we just take these wild leaps forward in our growth over and over and over again. We love it. So we're at this just huge peak of performance right now for an extremely affordable cost, and it's going to benefit anyone it touches, and you'll see. As a matter of fact, we've been around and gotten big enough that if you go to an online dictionary and look up MOWG, M-O-W-G, then you'll see that the most common use of that phrase is mass optimized web page generation, and we created that. Okay, I work with clients of all sizes in any industry or profession. So whether it's a full-scale franchise, nationwide franchise, or if it's a dispatcher or an MLM program owner or an individual affiliate or somebody selling stuff through Amazon or Shopify, doesn't matter what your industry is, doesn't matter what you do, we work with you. So what can I do for you? I can make your website more profitable fast. Okay, are we ready to get started? Let's do it. So let's talk about backlinks. Okay, and I'll just throw these up since they're in the wrong order. Top quality backlinking companies, I'm talking about other guys, not just us, they create backlinks on websites that are related to what you offer. There's a very big difference between a backlink on a web page that has nothing to do with you and a backlink on a web page that is about your industry, that is about what you do. Top quality backlinking websites are discerning enough to focus not just on putting backlinks anywhere, but focusing on putting them on pages that are related to what you offer. Okay, that's good. Those are the top like 5% of all backlinking companies. Okay, those companies might even offer press releases, which are large one-page articles that speak highly of you and backlink your website. Now, this is usually going to cost extra. And those companies do everything manually at high cost and often require that you sign an annual contract. But first, you have to find a top quality backlinking company. They're everywhere. How are you going to tell? See, the other 97% just suck. They don't do the job right. And it's not your fault if you choose wrong when you're trying to get backlinks. Most website owners don't have enough SEO awareness to know how to tell the difference anyway. But let's say you find one, a top quality backlinking company, one that you can pay by the month. They don't require an annual contract. And it sounds like, hey, ranking in the making, right? Well, sort of. See, you're going to climb up in rank. If they're worth their salt, you'll start to rank. But there's a problem. Your rank will drop off again the following month when you quit paying. That's the very problem. You'll get confused and call the company to ask them what happened. You'll say, my website did finally reach high rank a few months in, and I started to make great money, but then my rank started falling again the next month. Why? So, you pay, they backlink you, you rise, you quit paying, and then you start to drop. And so you call to say, what happened? And they'll tell you this. It's because your competitors won't lie down and die. As you rose up over them, they started losing free traffic and income. They checked and saw that it's because they're losing rank. So they created more backlinks to regain their own control again. So you need to buy even more backlinks each month to retain your footing at the top. This is why we offer a discounted annual contract, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That makes sense, right? But it's only half of the story. It's the half of the story the company wants you to hear. So let's talk about what's really happening, because knowing this changes everything. First, backlinks decay monthly. Google's going to see a ton of new web pages and links get posted every day. New web pages are more important than old ones. Existing web pages where the content gets changed are clearly manned. There's someone there. That's more valuable. Web pages that have not changed for a month are less favorable. Web pages with only new comments or new links are also less favorable. It's plug and play into static content on the web pages, right? Okay. Why do backlinks decay monthly? Google sees a ton of new content appear for every keyword every single second of every day. That's because most companies in all industries pay companies to create rapid fire contents with backlinks for them. So how can Google tell which content is good? Well, the answer is if no one comes back to adjust that content within a month or so, then Google figures it was a test that didn't work. In other words, it was content that didn't seem to do much for you because you didn't come back to improve upon it. So therefore, it lowers the score of that content dramatically. Okay? So when you put content out in January, by February, if no one's touched it again, it's starting to lose clout. It's going to lose the juice it provides your website. Okay? It'll still count. Google still show that it's there, but it's not worth as much anymore. Okay? Well, guess what? SEO companies never go back to update old backlinks. If they did, they'd lose you. What if when they put new backlinks out, they went to the old backlinks and changed them? So in January, they put out backlinks for you, but then you pay again February and they put out backlinks, but then they go back and update the January backlinks. Oh, then they refresh the strength on those older backlinks because now Google will realize that somebody's updated them, okay? That humans are there again. It doesn't matter how long humans were gone, but if they come back and start working on them now, that makes them stronger, okay? But if they did that, what would happen? Well, you'd start ranking much better, wouldn't you? Because now you have twice as much backlink value in play at the same time in February. See, that's the dirty little secret. In reality, the SEO companies never go back to update old backlinks. So a company who pays for 100 backlinks a month, I'm just throwing the number in the air, 100 backlinks or whatever, they're losing most of the value from last month's backlinks. So they're paying for 100 new backlinks to make up for the massive weakening of the backlinks they got last month. Does that make sense? If no one goes refresh old content, Google starts dismissing the value of it. It becomes old content. It was relevant then, not relevant anymore. No one's touching it, so obviously it's not important to anybody. Okay? So when you put out new backlinks now, it's to make up for the fact that you were losing rank then. Now, the company told you what? What did the company tell you again? It's because your competitors are creating more backlinks, right? Well, that's only half the story. Yeah, your competitors are creating more backlinks, and you are too, but everyone's backlinks are decaying every month, okay? So everyone's backlinks rise in January and then drop in February. They all pay for new backlinks in February, which die in March. They all pay for new backlinks in March, which die in April. Does that make sense? There is a little residual value built up over the course of time, but it is a tiny fraction of what it would be if the old content was attended to. Okay. Sorry if I'm getting you dizzy, just making sure this is clear. So this is the second part of that, right? Companies service your competitors, not just you, the guy next to you. Same company often, okay? So those companies who service you can streamline best by also serving your competitors, or at least rely on the activities of their own competitors to keep the game fixed against you. Let me explain each case. For a single company working on behalf of a stack of local competitors, it's easier to do the same kind of work for the same kind of clients. So they make backlinks for you on Monday, then for your competitor number one on Tuesday. You know, another client of theirs. And then competitor number two of yours on Wednesday. So they use the same places. They put up links right underneath each other. You might, if you knew where they were putting the links and you went and checked, you'd see a link they put for you, then a link they put for your competitor right below it, then another link they put for the third competitor right below that. They're just adding them every couple of days or so to the same places, right? Very often, SEO guys do that. So as Google sees that daily activity, each of your rankings will rise and then drop like a roller coaster ride. So you're going to kind of cycle around each other in terms of freshness. Yours hit on Monday, making you the freshest. Then yours is starting to die while competitor 1 comes in on Tuesday. Then both of you are dying while competitor 3 comes in on Wednesday. So what happens? Your rank is rising and then dropping, rising and then dropping. That's my point. Now, it doesn't happen as fast as daily, but it does happen across months, for sure. Okay, the second case. Different backlinking companies are servicing the competitors. So let's say your competitor, or your company, your SEO company, makes backlinks for you on Monday. Then another company makes backlinks for your competitor on Tuesday, and yet another company makes backlinks for your other competitor on Wednesday. None of them are going to go back and refresh the backlinks, but all those backlinks are getting added, so they all keep you guys on this even keel. None of you is getting ahead of each other over the course of months. Unless what? You know, some of you want to pay more to get more backlinks at one time so you can outrank your competitors finally, just en masse. So the same end result occurs. As Google sees that daily activity, each of your rankings will rise and then drop like a roller coaster ride. Well, if each of your ranks rise and drop every month, guess who wins? The backlinking companies. They want those roller coaster rides because it forces their clients to pay monthly just to maintain the status quo. And if you want to rise higher, then pay more monthly. And for as long as you're not able to get out of that loop, they're able to subsidize their company from your profits with no end in sight. So without backlinks, you don't rank organically, so you probably have to pay for clicks to get sales. But with strong backlinks, you're subsidizing the SEO company from your profits with no end in sight. It's a painful choice, right? Well, we're the good guys, and today's your lucky day. So I'm going to break this off at this point, let you go ahead and refresh yourself, take a break. We're going to start to talk about solutions and how they really benefit you now, moving forward in 2021. Okay, so we've been discussing how backlinks are usually handled, and we've been hinting that we do things a little differently. Let's go ahead and formalize that a bit and make it more clear. So we do things different than others in the industry, okay? And let's talk about how that goes. Let's introduce something that we call four-dimensional backlinks. And that's all about the backlinks. That's half of what we're doing here in 2021 to make everything extremely powerful for you. So when I say backlinks sometimes, I'm also saying websites that promote you, super affiliate sites. Remember, they are one and the same. They are backlinks because they are links on other websites that lead to your web pages, okay? So that makes them backlinks even though they're standalone websites working on your behalf. So let's talk about it. Four-dimensional backlinks, okay? Dimension number one. Our backlinks are entire websites. Nobody does that in the industry. Like I said, if you think about the strength of backlinks, it's like this. Traditionally, a backlink looks like a comment on a WordPress news article. Maybe you see a news article about a member of British Parliament was miffed today when so-and-so did such and such. And you read down through the entire article, whatever was going on there, the discussion, the argument, whatever they were having. And then you get to the comments below that, and it says something like 4,000 comments. And one of the comments says something like, hey, great article. By the way, if you're looking for janitorial supplies in Chicago, click this link. So if you click that link, it does take you from that website to the destination website, right? That's an example of a backlink. It's a link on another site pointing in at, well, your site if you're that Chicago janitor, okay? Or janitorial supplier. Okay, so that would be a backlink. Okay, but it's very low quality, right? I mean, after all, the article about the UK member of Parliament has zero to do, basically, with the Chicago janitor. I can't even draw a line that associates them, right? The janitorial supplier. So that's a low quality backlink because the articles basically share none of the same words in common. There's no keywords, key phrases, emphasis in the article that has anything to do with janitorial supplies, and therefore low quality backlink. What's 10 times stronger than that though? How about a backlink on a WordPress article that's actually about your industry? If you are in janitorial supplies and somebody found an article about, hey, great way to buy janitorial supplies from source, it's the right way to do it, you save a lot of money. It's not even about you really. It's just about the industry. It's about what you're offering. Now, when you see that same comment, hey, great article. By the way, if you're in Chicago looking for janitorial supplies, click here. Guess what? Much better quality of a backlink. So one of those backlinks is worth easily 10 that came before. So if somebody's manually going and putting links up, they would have to go to 10 different websites that have nothing to do with you. Or if they're doing it better, they're going to create a backlink on just one website that has to do with you, and that's worth the work of the other 10. Okay, what's stronger than that though? How about this? Not only is that article about your industry, but if it's about you, like a press release, oh, that's even stronger, right? So now if the article's actually about your company as a janitorial supplier in Chicago, oh, and then the backlink says, hey, visit here, or even links that just say, go here to see one of our best recommendations. Oh, there you go. It's like a partner website, right? Except it's a one-pager. A one-page press release is not the same as a whole website. A one-page article is just an article, okay? So for Google, it has value. That's 10 times stronger than what came before it, which is now 100 times stronger than the cheapest way to do backlinks, okay? So if it's a press release about you, that's much stronger. But guess what? All three of those cases are not as strong as what? A whole website that was put up to point in at you. So it's not just a press release anymore, like a one-pager, but it's that with a menu that has some other links you can click on that keeps talking about stuff about you. And some or all of those pages have direct links into your website, either your homepage or inner pages of your site, relevant pages of your site based on the pages that exist in the menu. See, so a website that has several pages backlinking you and the website is about you, that is stronger by far than the press release. That's 10 times stronger than the press release. That's the equivalent of 10,000 crappy backlinks, okay? Here's the problem with that though. Like anything else, those web pages, all those backlinks are going to decay in value unless what? They're refreshed from time to time. The contents are rewritten through. The paragraphs say basically the same thing, but differently worded. Somebody wrote through the pages again, okay? The links are still there. They still point at you. They still use the same keywords or naked URLs or branding terms, keywords in context or direct keywords, whatever it is that they were doing before still exists. But the verbiage itself is rewritten through. That means Google sees humans are behind those pages, improving upon them. Every page that is touched up month by month, something important happens on the page. It could be that, but it doesn't always have to be a rewrite. Another month, maybe we shift the sidebar from the left side to the right side. Another month, maybe we change some of the images out to try out different mainstream banner images. Google recognizes any of these things as actual marketing efforts by humans to make those pages better. That is the second thing that sets them apart from backlinks, let alone the fact that they're not backlinks simply, they are actual affiliate websites. They're websites, they're referral websites that pitch you, okay? Huge, huge, huge value, okay? So that means that not only is it worth 10,000 of the crappy backlinks for January, but it's worth also another 10,000 of the crappy backlinks added in February and another 10,000 crappy backlinks added in March. Because remember, those backlinks decay. Those backlinks from January, if no one touches them, they die out in February. February ones replace them. And then those decay, the March ones replace them. But if we have our super affiliate websites and we can touch them up on a monthly basis for you, all of them, as though humans are working on them, in fact, those are worth gold for keeping your business at the top of the keywords you're after and drawing or attracting true human traffic that's going to also want to engage with you, and we can follow up with that traffic by email to get them to come to you. And that's what we're talking about with four-dimensional backlinking websites. So our backlinks are entire websites. They're super affiliate websites, which means they don't just backlink you passively, but they actively promote your website by leading people to you. And we rewrite the contents for you every single month so those links don't decay. Their value adds up. That's what gets you ahead of all your competitors. A competitor who's getting even press releases done, okay, the one-pagers, big one-pager about the company. They put one out. Maybe they get a new one written the next month and a new one written the next month. So now they have 3 out there, right? Except what? The first 2 have decayed. So they're worth very, very little anymore. So they only are getting the real bang of 1 press release a month. They don't know it, but they are. So if somebody actually rewrote through the original press releases during the same month that they create new content, that would be a lot stronger. But what beats that? Whole websites being rewritten through and always benefiting you every single month. So when you add new, we refresh the old. Add more, we refresh the old too. January, we put out 20 for you. Let's say February, we put out 20, and we also upgrade the original 20. Websites. Then March, we put out 20 more and upgrade the original 40. Then the next month, if you pay again, we add 20 and upgrade the original 60. See the value? You're getting a huge benefit that none of your competitors are getting. That's what makes it so strong. Fourth dimension, right, is this. These sites capture leads and auto emails them on your behalf to get them to your website or back to your website. In other words, we do what we can to harness the incoming traffic, not just in the moment, as though it was impulse, but we actually grab them so we can keep reaching out with a, oh, by the way, if you're still in the market, don't forget, that is important, okay? Now, we're only going to contact anyone once is our default method because no one's trying to bother your leads. But we do want to reach out to them because it's going to double or triple or quadruple those leads coming through to your website on a day-by-day basis, which means over the course of a month, you're talking about like 40 times as many people engaging on your website more serious about buying. So you're talking about multiple times the sales. Could be 10 times over, 20 times over, 30 times over on your sales. Okay? All right, so let's quickly compare the options. Okay, option 1 is don't do anything. If you don't put time into building your backlinks, your website will never reach the point where it gets tons of free traffic from Google. Don't ignore backlinks anymore. You're leaving too much free money on the table. It's not your preferred option. So what's next? Use a standard service. First, 95% of backlinking services are crap. That's where they're putting out that blast of 10,000 crappy backlinks through a bunch of places. And then they look for your competitors and they put 10,000 crappy backlinks out right on the same places, right below your backlinks to your competitor. And then the next competitor and the next competitor. They just cycle new links through the same sources. No one's updating the articles, they're just adding these extra links. Google's not impressed with that. And the link juice gets split across all those links that come in week by week to those same web pages. So if there was one backlink on that WordPress article, it gets 100% of the juice. But as soon as that company adds another backlink, the juice is split in half. The juice that web page WordPress article can provide is split in half. And by the end of a week, you've got 5 links on there. Each of those links only gets a fifth of the original juice. Okay, so backlinks decay. Every which way you put it. If you go through cheap services, they really decay. Okay. By the way, can you even tell the difference in the company quality before you buy in? Well, by now, you know a lot more than you did before, right? You're going to save so much money just by having watched to this point of the presentation, even if you ran off to somebody else, because you know what questions to ask of them before you buy into their offers, especially before you lock in. You understand now the difference between good backlinks and bad backlinks and how that goes up through levels, so you can ask smart questions. Are your backlinks going on relevant pages about my industry? If they are going on relevant pages about my industry, do you do any kind of press releases about me? And if so, can you actually create a menu? Can you add more value in there? By the way, whatever you're doing, is anyone updating the contents of the web pages, or are we just adding comments to web pages that are static in design? Because Google knows that. They know the difference between the main page and the comments below it. Okay? And so if nobody's updating the page, people are just adding comments, Google does not see that as humans behind the page. They see that as automated backlinking activity that just splits the link juice across more and more backlinks. Doesn't do you much. It gives you an initial bump, but then drops right off. That is your roller coaster ride. Okay. Second, the 5% good SEO companies never create super affiliate websites on your behalf. They don't do that. They create backlinks on relevant pages, right? Maybe they'll charge you like $400 for a press release article that they'll put out once for you. No one's going to come back and touch any of those things, so they're only good for about 30 days, and then they lose most of their value. We do it differently. Third, the 5% good services don't capture leads through backlinks, okay? Even when they put the stuff out there, their job is to help get your website to rise on keywords, but all the traffic that happens to come through those backlinks, they have nothing to do with that. They can't help you with that. They can't capture leads from that, and they're not interested in it. So you're losing a huge opportunity to funnel a lot more people through your system if you use them. So, it's maybe better, but it's still not preferred. What's next? Take the shortcut. Our super affiliate, also known as backlinking websites, act like affiliates you don't have to pay commissions to. Even though they make incredible websites, the robots, the process, right? That lead people to you, and they hand you over the names, emails, and postal addresses of people who visit those websites, those super affiliate websites. They'll reach out to your new prospects for you, delivering your best message into their inboxes in real time, day in and day out, 24/7 with no rest. And they do it for no commissions at all. They do it for free. And they're loyal. You'll just be more profitable without doing anything differently. So yes, in the beginning, you'll pay monthly with us, but not for long. You'll be able to get past the loop. That's because you're actually building a referral website empire. Our super affiliate websites aren't just backlinks, they're complete dynamic websites built to appease both the search engines and human visitors. Google doesn't even see them as simple backlinks because they're entire websites. Each of those super affiliate websites sell you, and they capture the leads that visit them to add to your new autoresponder. And they instantly email those leads, email out to those leads to remind them to visit your website with a really nice welcome message that you can send us or we can build real quick off your site. No backlink service that you can find out there offers this much. Just shop around and you'll see. By now you're probably thinking, it's good to be the king. Ready to review monthly pricing? Let's talk dollars and cents. How much does all this cost? Okay, I'm going to break this off here. Go ahead and refresh yourself, get ready, and we'll talk about actually getting practical with this and putting things into motion. Okay, we're going to talk about pricing, and before we do, let me give you a frame of reference. So if you're not really familiar with backlinking pricing, or let's say SEO pricing, because that's very often the vernacular, then let's just put it this way. Pricing, depending on your industry, depending on how web savvy the industry is, and depending on how much profit is made in the industry upon each sale, tends to drive the cost per month for ranking. Because being at the top, every next sale you get, once you get past your fixed monthly costs, say, that's huge profit. on a per sale basis, you wind up with very large profit. Now, some companies run the other way around. Pest control, they make smaller profit per, but they just go house to house to house. They're at the top so they can get volume, right? Some of you are more interested in volume. Some of you are more interested in just grabbing 1 or 2 more clients a week. Okay, so in all cases, pricing comes down to what the industry typically can afford, and it's typically an auction. So for instance, pest control guys might be paying $300 to $500 a month to rank hard and get more volume. Okay, but roofing companies are tending to pay around $2,500 a month and up. Okay, to compete with the other roofing companies, because just one more sale, right? The pushing to be the number 1 guy versus the number 2 guy, you get one more sale a month and you're already making more than that in profit. Okay, if you're a roofing company. Now, everyone falls somewhere along that line. Okay, they just do. So when we think about this, what we're normally thinking about is what you would find if you went searching around the market and you were looking for quality, those top 5% guys. The price, again, depending on your industry, is going to range anywhere from, say, $300 a month to $2,500 a month and up. Okay? Having said that, they, again, are interested in driving a rank, and they pay no particular attention to the leads you get, right? Capturing them, reaching out to them. So comparing them with us, we're going to step in here and just think about the value you get at this level, because we are nothing like that. Again, we've automated so much, we can bring that price way, way down. And we do care about driving your leads in 2021. It's been crazy these past 2020 has been crazy. 2021's shaping up to be a little crazy, getting out the gate, a little shaky on the way out. So everyone needs all the help they can get to, what do you want to say, squeeze as much turnip juice out of the turnip as possible for every possible sale, right? You're just trying not to lose leads all because you didn't know. Well, our process is aimed at maximizing your leads and maximizing your traffic and continuing to maximize the leads out of new traffic. Pricing, let's talk dollars and cents. Here we go. You can rent super affiliate websites for $12.50 a year each and pay no commissions on sales. So imagine having multiple optimized referral websites diverting traffic from your competition to you. Okay? We're running on 12 different servers. We're handling over 80,000 websites and growing. Those are projects, backlinking websites. All of our referral websites, these super affiliate websites, have awesome technical scores for max Google love. Okay? So you can get one slave, a super affiliate website. It's going to have no coding errors. It's going to be HTML5. It's going to enable browser caching. It's going to, leverage browser caching, enable gzip compression. It's going to have no HTML coding errors. So it's going to be HTML code validated. It's going to be maximized for page speed, use unique imagery. The contents are based on your industry. The keyword combinations and the backlinks pointing at you are based on proper backlinking profiles, and it's going to be rewritten through monthly. Okay? Every website like that. That means amazing. I mean, how much do you really have to inspire somebody who's good in the industry to work that hard on your behalf? And how much would you normally have to pay them for sale? Well, in this case, what is $12.50 a year? That's like a domain name. Okay. So this is like, it's like if you got somebody and said, here, let's do this. How about this? You can help me. Okay. You build a website that pitches me. Use unique content, unique images. Make sure to make that website powerful, code error free, maximize page speed and everything. Just whatever you do, make it big, talk well about me, lead all the people to me, send all the leads to me. And I'll pitch in. I'll pay for the domain name. You get the hosting. You build the website. You do everything else on your own. I'll just pay for the domain name. And okay, so you're going to do all the work, right? Every month you're going to refresh it and keep it going, right? And here's how much commission I'm going to give you from your sales. 0. Nothing. You're going to get nothing. But you're going to keep working month after month on my behalf as hard as you can, right? Great. I'm glad we have a deal. I'm going to go find a whole bunch of other suckers just like you and make that deal with them. See what I mean? You can't even find anyone who will fall for that, right? You wouldn't be able to. But that is exactly what you can get through our system because these websites can take care of themselves robotically. They work for you hard 24/7 with no commissions. They don't even want commissions. They're never going to ask. So imagine that. Okay. Package options. One super affiliate website is not enough. You're going to want to start with at least like 10 a month. Okay. You're going to want to get 10, build you some clout. That's good, but you need more. That's because these websites also need their own backlinks, and we know we have it coded in such a way that as they get generated and send traffic towards you, the next ones that get generated also backlink the first ones and capture traffic it's going to be sending to you as well. And the third, fourth, fifth month, every month you pay and we add, you're going to build this army of super affiliates who are each going to work tirelessly to create totally unique and different websites that are all pitching you and making you look great and grabbing the leads and sending them to you. Okay. This is huge. Great value. So, costs just a domain name per year. Each super affiliate website you buy is good for a full year. It's going to get 12 refreshes during that year. Since each one costs the equivalent of a domain name only, you're getting an incredible deal. This approach prioritizes your immediate profitability as well as your midterm, long-term profitability. It does everything it can because we think it through in the most sensible way to get you there. We convert leads up front as fast as we can. We grab more traffic, then we get even more leads from it, and then go for even more traffic. We do it in a very automated way, and we expand that. So every month you're paying, we keep adding to it. You're not going to see a lot in the first month or 2 or 3. Realize that. You have to build the army before you get the effects from the army. But it's going to work for you. Here, let me put 2 images in your head that make this clear. Most companies on Amazon, what do? They're companies that grab something to sell that people buy a lot of. Could be bathroom soap. You know, there's all these things. It could be mops, right? Well, if Amazon just had one reseller, that would be one affiliate, super affiliate maybe, who's doing everything they can to make the sales of their mop, the mop, right? Then if they just had one, they make they get some extra leads here and there, they get some extra sales here and there, but it doesn't add up to a lot. But what if they had 10? Okay, 10, that helps. Still not a lot. You're selling mops, there's 10 affiliates working their butts off. Okay, you're going to get some effect from it, but it's not a lot. But what if they keep adding more every month? What if it kept going? Well, pretty soon it's an army. 40, 50, 60, 70, every single day, all those guys are working to sell those mops, right? See how that adds up? So it's a build and grow as you afford it model, okay? That starts low, but there are other options so you can move quicker. Still, as you build this on, it grows for you, and what you're going to wind up with is like a tsunami effect, right? So it's going to seem quiet and calm for a little while, but then it's going to just start, you're going to get that trickle that turns into a stream, that turns into a river, that turns into this whole tsunami effect as you get larger. Okay. Other companies only prioritize your keyword rankings. They don't prioritize your traffic, but we are focused on rankings and traffic as though they're 2 separate goals, 2 plates we spin. By the way, I told you 2 ideas in your head. One of them was that. The other one is this. How many of you guys know the name Tony Robbins? Most all of us know the name Tony Robbins. Now, what is the model for him on the internet? Do you just see his face on one website? No, you see his face on lots of websites, right? Why? Because it's other guys that are trying to pitch his events so they can get people over to the ticket counter to buy tickets to his events, right? There's a whole army of affiliates that are using his videos, his images, his events, and pitching how great they are, showing testimonials, reviews, whatever it is, and they're all aiming to lead traffic into the one Tony Robbins ticket counter where people can buy the tickets to the events, right? That's what we're doing for you. We're building up that whole crowd of people so you're not just one website on the internet anymore. You have so many guys supporting you. They're your fans. They're your referrers. They're your affiliates in the form of super affiliate websites that are all going for the leads and sending them on to you. Okay. Subscription pricing. Okay. You can go with $125 a month, which adds 10 super affiliate websites per month. Or we can go up the ladder. Some of you guys, you're saying, forget $125 a month. Can we go bigger? I want to grow faster. I want to get where I'm going sooner. Okay. So if you can handle the budget, climb as high as you want, as high as you're comfortable affording to keep adding new power. Remember how this goes too. Say you're coming in at $500 a month. We add 40 super affiliate websites. The next month you pay $500. Guess what? Two things happen. One, we add 40 more. Now you got 80. But these first 40, we also refresh through them. So Google saw your one commitment of $500 got you the month's worth of 40 affiliate websites set up. That's equivalent to more than the top 5% SEO companies do out there, right? They might create press articles. We're creating full-scale websites that pitch you and capture leads and contact them on your behalf. That'd be 40. But they'd be static. They don't change unless what? The next month you pay again. And remember the value of that. We add 40 more that are like static for the moment, but the first 40 just changed. They're not static. They get to be dynamic because we're going to go and rewrite through those paragraphs on the first 40. We know how to do it. And what it's going to do is cause Google to say, oh, wow, there are humans behind those 40. That's cool. So not just are they backlinks, but they're whole super affiliate websites. And not are they just super affiliate websites, but they're not static. Somebody's there actually working on them now, this month. Google loves that. Okay. That means keep it ranking. There are people still there. So guess what happens on your third month if you pay $500? Not only do we add 40 more and you're up to 120, but we go back to the first 80 and we refresh through them so they keep fresh in Google's eyes. See how this goes? So no matter where you are on the scale, it's a linear scale. Okay, it's really a linear scale. It's just, there are no tricks to it. There's no weirdness to it. It's just the further you can climb, the faster we can go. Okay? Now, there are no contracts. You can cancel anytime. It runs month to month. You can easily upgrade or downgrade to suit. So one strategy might be this. Well, I'm not sure if I trust you guys, so I'm going to start right here. I'm going to see if I see anything. And if I do, heck, I'm going to go ahead and add another one, add another one, add another one. So you might just start a second subscription in parallel to your first a week later, just to get the timer offset. And then start a third one a week later. Now you got these things happening once a week. So you're paying, say you did it 4 times. That would be like paying $500 a month. But instead of having to pay $500 all at once, you're just paying $125 a week. You see? So you're getting the benefit of the $500 a month, but you're doing it on a week-by-week basis, kind of scatter and grow, right? That's one strategy. What's another one? You start really high. Maybe one of these top 2, maybe the top 1. Why? So you can hit it hard, get 100 in a play. And then what? Then you're going to drop down kind of like a maintenance mode. You just add as you go. It's like your main impact you wanted up front to get that kicked into action. You got 100 static super affiliate websites for that month. That's awesome still. But guess what? Now you're going to pause that or cancel it, whatever. And you're going to kick this one open, one of these down here. So you can add 10 or 20 more per month on top of that. Yes, we'll refresh these and add those on. This is a very simple plan. We don't have, if you buy at this level, then we're going to do that, but only to the degree of this level. That's hard. We just want this to be very, very simple. If you're paying by the month, we are taking care of everything you got by the month. Okay. And the reason to start big and hard like this is just to get to that tsunami effect all the sooner because you get ahead of yourself. Okay. You push harder to get there. Okay. So there you go. You can add in, subtract. You can have multiple subscriptions running. You can do them for different projects. Totally up to you. Just let us know anytime you want to make a change. We'll make it. We got a really simple interface for communicating. Okay. How this works. Like I just described, pick a subscription based on the strength of the monthly growth you want. Each month we'll do two things. Add more super affiliate websites, the number of which is based on your subscription level. And we'll also update all of your existing super affiliate websites so that all your referral pages stay fresh. So Google maintains their rank and backlinking values. By paying monthly, are you listening? This is the whole point. You're allowing us to build you an empire of relevant backlinks, higher domain authority, higher page authority, greater keyword coverage, multiple results on the front pages of Google for keyword searches, more leads, more contacting of those leads automatically through our autoresponders, and above all, more traffic, sales inquiries, and sales. Sound good? And that approach prioritizes your immediate profitability because we're going to convert leads, grab more traffic to get more leads, and then grab more traffic to get more leads. Okay? Other companies only prioritize your keyword rankings, not your traffic. I said it before. I really want to illustrate the importance of that. The one is not equal to the other. Okay? They are two prongs of a fork working together to pick out the most profit possible. Remember, each super affiliate website will have all the contents rewritten through each and every month that you continue to make payments. This way your backlinks don't ever decay. That means while your competitors' backlinks decay and they have to pay replacement costs each month just to stay at the same level, your backlinks add up. You don't pay for replacement. You're actually adding without losing each month you pay. We refresh all of your backlinks every month. You make a new payment. No one else offers that. But super affiliates are just robots. You won't pay commissions to them. They happily pass all their leads to you and contact them for you right away, every time with no complaints, for no pay, 24/7. How's that for the most incredible backlinks ever? So really, you're just paying $1.04 per month for each super affiliate you want to get them to rewrite themselves and stay fresh and powerful in Google's eyes. All you have to do is pick a subscription, choose from a few options, and start. Let's review the options. And this is where I'm going to cut it off. Let you take a breath, clear your head, and get ready. Okay, guys, we're going to look at the options for when you start your subscriptions because we found that the biggest thing people ask about is, where do I fit on that scale? Should I be a 125 or 250 or 500 for me, for my industry? So we thought we'd give you a little direct insight how to think about that. So here we go. Let's go ahead and review. First, you're going to choose a price point from the 6 options. We clarified them before. This is the first 3 of the 6. You'll just see the options on the page. So here's how it breaks down. There's niche and local in a way. See that? Niche, local. That kind of means if you're, let's say you're a homeopath, and you work in one metro area, you're local. You work with the people nearest you. They drive to you, communicate with you, or you work with them. And that makes you niche because homeopathy, there's not that many homeopaths in a given town. And you're local because you're just working one metro area, right? Usually somebody niche and local doesn't have a lot of competition on Google. Okay, so $125 a month is a good price point in a case like that. Should a local homeopath spend $3,000 a month? Not really. Not unless there are like 50 other homeopaths in the city and you're really coming down to it. But then can you even make that much money even if you have people walking in all day long? So, yeah, there's just some common sense that goes into that. So, if you're niche and local, then about 125 a month. That level is a rank booster to help new websites achieve natural monthly leads. Okay. There you go. So, it's a best fit for small business with few competitors, low competition keywords, non-web savvy industry, and one metro area, greater or smaller. Okay. Now, niche and multi-locations is $250 a month, right? Maybe you're a homeopath, but you operate in 3-4 areas, maybe a tri-city county kind of thing. What do I know? Tri-county area. All right, $250 a month. You've got more than one location, or you just have more competition. Okay. By the way, up here at the top, this is a part that we tend to talk about as how many real-time leads, how many real-time retargeted leads you can get a month. We like to prioritize today's leads over tomorrow's traffic, right? Because we want to maximize the lead conversion you get on a day-by-day basis in the middle of the process that we use. So we work on capturing leads for you at the 250 or higher monthly commitment level. Okay, so when you come in at 125 a month, you're really coming in low. You don't have any traffic into your website. There's no one to convert, or you have very, very little. So we're just boosting you up to help you achieve more leads monthly by getting you higher traffic, higher backlinks, and so on. It's the same concept. We're still building super affiliate websites for you. But obviously, by the time you get up here, there's a greater focus on, now you have leads. So we're going to capture as many of those real-time retargeted leads as we can, and the rest of the money is used for website growth and to achieve greater traffic on a monthly basis. All that really means is this. We focus on leads, follow it with tomorrow's traffic, okay? Which is the best way for you to monetize month by month, okay? Nothing's changed about our offer. It's just another way of clarifying the same point. So, best fit for kind of the same, small business, few competitors, low competition keywords, non-web savvy industry, but multiple locations or nationwide, okay? This would be about where you want to be as long as it's niche, okay? Now, I have some guys say, hey, I joined this affiliate program that's about make money online. This one program. They'll say, I guess it's niche. The answer is no, it's not niche. It's a make money program. And when people are going to Google and searching, they're searching for terms like make money online. Okay. So that is not niche at all. That is high competition. Now, if the company you're with is branding by their name very, very well, and so people are going to Google and searching for their name, well, you can be a better affiliate than all of their affiliates combined by being a super affiliate, running a model like this. And if you're getting super affiliate websites made, you could even go out of your way to assign sales from each of them to your own downline members who pay into your program. That's strategy. That's thinking outside the box. There are many ways to go about this. And of course, I'm reachable. You can give me a call if you have a program with an interesting angle. It's more than cut and dried and you just want more detail over your thing because it's different than the box that we have here. That's okay. We can create custom approaches. This right here, though, for 95% of you, this is a great place to start. So, medium competition local, that's $500 a month. That's medium competition. So you've got a number of competitors, some established competitors as medium competition keywords, somewhat web savvy industry, right? And you're working in one metro area, probably a larger area. It could be Chicago, Atlanta, San Francisco, Miami, anything like that. Okay. Now, any and all unused credit is rolled into super affiliate websites. Okay. Reality check is we're producing the super affiliate websites anyway. As we capture leads, that tends to take some of that out because both things are costing on our end, but you don't need to care. What you care about is maximizing immediate real-time retargeted leads. So just leave it up to us, right? Because first comes today's leads, then tomorrow's traffic. That's our order of operation to maximize your wealth in 2021. Okay, so $750 a month gets you up to 900 real-time retargeted leads per month. It doesn't mean that we can create leads out of thin air, but it does mean that as we build enough traffic, get enough traffic coming, we're going to convert a bunch of leads. So we're going to convert up to that many leads in a month. Everything else left over is used to keep increasing your presence so you can get there to that number of real-time retargeted leads per month. Once you're getting like that many leads in a month, you should be upgrading so that you don't leave money on the table. If you were getting 900 real-time retargeted leads a month by the third week of the month that you paid for, then you've got a whole nother week where you stop getting this, right? Because we can't do both, okay? But if you upgrade, then we can keep going. So you'll just decide that when the time comes. You build your presence, build your lead profile, and decide how to get those leads coming to you directly. Again, we're doing it for you, so you don't have to think about it. It's really cool. Anyway, this is just telling you best fit for, and it's what you would expect, right? What do you think the $12.50 a month mark is? Medium to large size business, right? This is like nationwide franchises, right? Multiple locations, web savvy industry, high competition keywords, many established competitors. This is like a franchise, nationwide franchise for plumbers, roofers, pest control, locksmiths, garage door repair, you name it, HVAC, you name it. It's high competition multi-location. This is the kind of money it costs to be getting up to like 1,500 real-time leads per month that we're retargeting. Those are the hottest leads. They're the ones who came and meandered off, and we want to bring them back and convert them. Okay? And so this is where you're going. You know, this is what you want, to the degree that it makes sense for your business. Okay. Yeah, make sure to read through the descriptions to see what best describes your website. Let's read through two of them now. I kind of did already. That's just this right here, right? The best fits. Now, these are best fits. Do you have to choose what it says? Of course not. Like I said, it's all strategy, really. How high, how fast do you want to grow? Do you want to start small and build? Do you want to hit it hard in the beginning because you don't want to wait? You want to get there soon. I've had guys say, well, let me start small and just go until I see cash flow. It's like, okay, but they start too small for their industry. If you're in a high competition industry and you're paying the least amount per month, what do you think's happening? You're pushing along, but you have so many really web savvy competitors who are pushing harder than you month by month that their static backlinks month by month are more than your dynamic backlinks if you're starting at this really small scale and they're really pushing hard. So it'll take you longer than you thought to get there. So don't underdo. Underdoing just means you're never going to see much happen, so you don't think it's working. So be realistic for the industry you're in. You know, if nothing else, look for someone else in your industry who is busy and doing well and paying for backlinks. Ask them what they're paying by the month. You might be surprised. Okay. But again, with our system, as long as you're realistic and you fit either the niche multi-locator or the medium competition logo, as long as you're being sensible about those choices, you're going to see effects hit fast. Okay. Now let's review the rest of the sign-up options. Okay. These questions ensure that we handle your job the way you want it done. So when you're signing up, you're going to answer some questions on a simple form. Why? Because we found that not everyone fits into the exact same box. Okay, they fit into similar boxes, but not the exact same box. So we created a small list of questions to help you out with that. Let's go over those. Okay, so when you're starting, you're going to put your email for ongoing updates, okay, and your website to be marketed. Now, your emails so that we can actually speak with you, right? Make sure this is real, okay? Your web, and we can send you ranking reports and everything here. This is where we're going to send it, okay? This doesn't need to be your customer service. This is for you. Now, your website to be marketed, we can get all the information we need off your website, so that's fine. If we have any questions, we'll ask you, okay? Your website to be marketed is just whatever it is. You don't even need to put HTTP or anything, just your website. We don't need all your inner pages, because we're going to go and create links to your inner pages. We like doing really good backlinking jobs, great backlinking profiles. But your website, if your part of the website really is like a referral link or something, it's a special page or it's a subdomain, yeah, put that in there. Okay. That way we understand, oh, It's your referral link that needs the juice. Oh, it's your subdomain for your area. So you're on chicago-project.domain.com, but there's also like a denver-project.domain.com. You're not the one in Denver, you're the one in Chicago. Okay, yeah. So you want us to work with your chicago-project.domain.com. Put that in there, okay? If you have any questions, hover over the question marks, right? And it'll give you some insights. Okay, what kind of leads are you after anyway? Are you after business to business, business to consumer, or both? Okay, it doesn't matter. It just helps us. Okay, so if you're B2B, then we're not going to work on the leads thing directly, conversions, because that is a different piece of the puzzle. So if you're in B2B, okay, then we're going to spend a lot more time directing people into your website for the options, for browsing and so forth. It just helps us understand you so we know how to maximize cash flow and traffic for your business in the right kind of way. Okay, what's your traffic goal anyway? You can help us with that just so we understand. So it doesn't matter what you pick, just keep picking and we'll understand the crossovers. Okay, so maximize current leads, maximize traffic growth, or a balance between, current leads and future growth. It really helps us to understand what you're after so that we just know how to orchestrate your project in a way that's going after the goals you're after. Okay? And some people just say, well, doesn't that mean maximize current leads? Again, if you don't have hardly any traffic, what you really want to do is maximize traffic growth in the beginning. Okay? If you're kind of further along and you're getting traffic and you're getting leads just generally, you might even want to balance. You're trying to maximize current leads and maximize traffic growth. And you're don't do all of one. See, maximizing current leads puts this in the dust. It's the last thing to pay attention to, traffic growth. Okay? But maximizing traffic growth means we're not so focused on leads. We're thinking about just driving higher traffic. If you're converting a good percentage of people on your website, you're really going to just want to maximize traffic growth anyway, right? So just let us know. We need to spread the resources across what you want, so it just helps when you tell us, right? Okay. Program name. Put that program name in there, okay? So you get certain bonuses. We need to know how you got here. You're watching this video, which means you should put this program name so that we know, because we have our notes about what we're doing with these projects for the guys coming in through different channels, right? You're coming in through this channel to get what we were after, and you get certain bonuses by earmarking the program you came in through. Okay? Having the program name means you're in the club. It's better than leaving it blank. Okay, so just put a program name in there. All right. The rest of the options. By the way, that wasn't too bad, was it? I mean, if I go back through, this is easy, right? Your email, your website that we're going to promote, what kind of leads you get, whether you want to maximize leads or traffic growth, and put a name in there. See how easy that really is? It's not hard. Okay, the rest. How do you like to communicate with your leads? Do you normally want to talk to them through email or phone or both or none? Some guys don't want to communicate with any of the people at all. They're just trying to get them to, get them to browse the selection, check out the catalog, schedule a call here. Okay, so these things just simply help us understand what the conversion action is supposed to be, right? So that we make sure to get that conversion action to happen, put that into parlance on your sites so that the people that we're directing your way, we're making sure that they're reaching out to you in a way that you prefer to communicate with them in the first place. It really matters for a lot of people, so it's very useful. All right, real-time email load and response. Okay, there's going to be that. Now, typically, you're going to use our autoresponder, right? Or we can pump leads directly into your autoresponder sometimes, but we're not outfit for all that. So we might, in a case like that, if we can't do that, you might just say, don't contact leads, just submit the list of the leads to me. So on a daily basis, we're just going to give you the list of leads that we got for the day. Okay? So there you go. That's cool. So the fastest, most immediate, most typical way that most of you guys are going to want to go is to use our email autoresponder. Remember, we're not replacing your autoresponder. This is a different marketing channel, so it's got leads coming in through it. So you may as well treat it as a second pitch, second direction of capturing attention. So our email autoresponder is because of this flow that we have going on. So you would typically use our email autoresponder for these leads, right? Just makes sense. That way we can set it up, hand the control over to you. You can treat it in parallel to your regular autoresponder where you're working with your known quantities, the guys who have been on the autoresponder for a week or a month or a year and understand your business well. Okay? You can always move guys over from this process to your own process. Okay. Website promotion method. Some guys don't want that whole fan or affiliate or referral websites. It really means super affiliate websites. We're just giving you different names because different people think about it in different ways. Some guys don't want that. They don't want to be pointed out so obviously and directly from super affiliate websites. So they don't really want the website to pitch them directly. They want it to be a general purpose website for backlinking purposes. So it'll have buttons that lead through to you, but it doesn't really feel like you, okay? So they just want backlinks. Tier 2, they're more anonymous, right? So if you know that, you don't really want to be pointed out so directly, you just want the backlink value, then just go for that. Okay. Otherwise, most of you are going to want to choose this anyway. Okay. We're not going to make claims on your behalf. We're not going to say, you know, if you have a weight loss pill that helps your clients lose up to like 5 pounds a week, we're not going to say 2 pounds a day. Although, you know, you could construe that as 5 pounds a week. We're not going to make material claims on your behalf at all. We're just going to be really pitchy. Hey, if you're looking for blankety blank, this is the best blankety blank option you can find in your area or in, you know, whatever city or in the nation. I mean, we'll just see what you've got going on when we create the site so we make it work for you. Okay. If you want kind of a mix, you can do that. You can just say even mix. That's fine. That way you get some of both. Okay. Now, those of you who know you want the affiliate effect, just maximize that. And frankly, most of you are going to want that. I don't care if you're a lawyer. We're not going to make material claims on your behalf. So it's perfectly fine for you to select the affiliate option there if that's what you want to do. Okay. We won't pretend to be you. These super affiliates will not pretend to be your site. They will be like fans or referrers that recommend you. Okay. There you go. So they will feel like separate parties talking about you. Obviously, your terms and your disclaimers and your term, you know, privacy policies on your site. Our sites just say, hey, if you're looking for this, really, you should check them out over there. Okay, that's how it's going to feel. All right, now, having said that, hit subscribe. It'll take you to a page where you can choose to start your subscription with a PayPal or a credit card, right? And you can either use the guest checkout option that you see to pay with a credit or debit card, or just log in on the spot to pay with PayPal. You'll see the options as you go in there. Just follow along. You'll see what's going on. Okay, you can contact us to pause or stop your subscription at any time. You can start new subscriptions anytime. You can also have more than one subscription at a time. Okay, so we've pretty much covered everything involved. Now you have two choices. So I'm going to break it off here, give you a chance to get your thoughts together and come back and hit it, because now we're going to walk through one more time, summarize it, make sure you understand what's going on. That last summary should really help, and then lead you through to where you can go ahead and start, and that's where it gets great. All right. Now you have two choices. You can do nothing and stick with your current leads per day. Just leave the money on the table for whatever reason. Or you can assume that you want to build up your growth in 2021 organically. So your second option is to start a subscription today and let us build you an empire of dynamic, self-improving super affiliate websites that backlink you so you rank higher on your desired keywords while simultaneously driving more traffic to you, as well as capturing and contacting more leads in real time on your behalf without you working any harder. When you start your subscription, we'll send you a code snippet to add to your website. It's optional, but it's valuable. So if you decide to add it, let us know. It's an invisible snippet that helps us isolate more of the leads that are landing on your website who aren't reaching out to you. It's possible to look up who they are and retarget them, even if they don't tell you who they are directly. That's very, very good because it helps just improve your returns, the percentage of people that come back, and help you get more traffic, more sales. Also, you can send us the welcome or the coincidence email that you want us to automatically reach out to your new leads with. Your welcome or coincidence just means if people are looking for whatever it is you're selling, like an RV, and they come to one of our super affiliate websites and they walk off, right? Chicago RV company, say. Well, guess what? Our email can go out to them and say, hey, we noticed you're looking for a Chicago RV. You should go here, right? That can happen. Or it can say, hey, if you're in the market for an RV, here's a great company in Chicago, in your area. So it can say that too. See? So we can go either way, whatever way you want. That's fine. Because these emails are going to come out from your super affiliate websites. That is your partner websites, not you. You don't have any liability for them. They're third party. You don't have to worry about them. And if you want to change the message or you want anything done with the message, just let us know. Why? Because you'll probably test a couple of different approaches to really maximize the response rate you get. You might say, hey, if you're looking for an RV, come here. And then you might come back and say, hey, Dave, I want you to improve upon that message. Can you also say, if you got any questions, call me? We can do that. If you want to say, by the way, here's a great here's a great lender that works with us if you need any financing options. Add that into the welcome email. We can do that too, right? So once you have that flow going and guys are starting to come, wonderfully, you're down to one variable to whittle in. How well they react to your message. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, as you target guys and get them in your list, just improve what you're telling them to get them to come back. So yeah, your super affiliate websites will use that message to auto email all the new leads. Okay? Well set up, the autoresponder will give you direct access so you can test different messages to dial in maximum conversions. Whole thing I said about doing it through me, we're giving you access so you can do it, right? Will it be hard? No. You log in, go to where the welcome message is, type whatever you want it to say now, save it, log out. And it'll just keep doing its job, but with your new message. How simple is that? All right, program bonuses. If you sign up today, make sure to specify the program name so we recognize you for these. Okay, we've got these 3 bonuses coming your way. Bonus 1, visitor tracking access for StatCounter. You can actually watch regular tracking data on people coming through the super affiliate websites. So you can watch how much traffic is growing at that point. Okay. Also, we can give you a free site audit on your website with insider tips and tricks. In other words, sometimes you can do a lot of great stuff to benefit a website and promote it, market it, backlink it, SEO improve it from the outside. But the website still doesn't really rise. And then if we do a site audit, we can see why it's not rising. Maybe you're using too much content from another website and it looks plagiarized to Google. Rewrite through a few paragraphs that are above the fold and that quits happening. Or maybe you have a fatal error in your coding and Google's bots really can't read the page and they don't really know what it's all about. It might look good to the naked eye, but Google's bots may not understand what's happening. Okay, so a free site audit is a way of helping you more smoothly and quickly climb up. Okay, and then bonus 3, keyword tracking reports. We use a combination of Nightwatch and SpyFu, right? That double layer. So what we can do is send you keyword tracking reports to show you how you're doing over the course of time, how you're climbing in rank on the keywords you're after, how your super affiliate websites are doing. We can help push you up. Okay. After you start your subscription, we'll email you that optional code snippet and ask for a simple welcome message to add to the autoresponder that will set up to contact your clients for you. Your new system will be live and growing at full speed in just 2 to 3 business days. During the first month, we'll get you access to the autoresponder. We'll get you access to Stack Hunter. We'll get you access to Nightwatch. We'll create your free site audit report. We'll determine your balance between today's leads and tomorrow's traffic counts to see how to maximize how the super affiliate or fan backlinking websites drive your website's rank, drive more traffic to your website, and start contacting leads. As you get more traffic, you'll want to increase your monthly subscription to keep up with the flood of new daily leads. And that was it. That was a presentation. Now you see how powerful our power backlinking service will be for your website profitability, and you won't do anything differently. You just set and forget. Because as long as you're paying on your subscription, we're taking care of it. That form we walked you through is pretty much all we need. If we have any additional questions, we'll let you know. And once we let you log in to your autoresponder for your welcome message, that's simple. You just write a nice, simple little welcome message that you like, or a coincidence message. It's up to you. We can put one in to kick it off. That way you can see what we did and think, no, I want to do this instead. It just makes it easier for you to think out loud, right? Usually, rather than seeing a blank page, you see what we put. So what we would put is something we find on your website that looks like a good way of attracting people back to you. Like whatever your header says, that's evoking curiosity, need, greed, or fear. We'll use that approach to build the welcome message to get people back to your website. That way, when you see it, you can just decide how to dial it in from there, test different messages, improve the percentage of people that come back. And there you go. Really nice and clean. Ready to start? Just start your subscription. Click here to become more profitable now. And you should have this PowerPoint slide with you. And that way, you're able to go ahead and do that. You can click, get there, and start. All right, there you go. That was our presentation. How to use extreme backlinks and auto-identify leads to just build a huge list and get sales faster than you ever got them before. It's going to work for you. It's cheap. It's easy for you to grow with. It's certainly better than what the market's putting out there in our industry. So you're really going to get a better effect, better bang for the buck. And for those of you that took the time to understand this presentation, you get it. You can understand what this is all about and why one guy offers something, someone offers something else. You can compare which is better and which is worse. Okay, we hope to get you on board. We can't wait to help you out. We love to show you what we can do for you. The sooner you start, the sooner we can get going. We'll move fast and you'll like the effects. All right, take care and thank you for your time.